Tax time is coming down to the wire, but don't panic just yet. There are ways to buy yourself more time, get expert help, and make smarter moves that could save you money in 2026. I headed out to Tax Lab in Manita for advice.
It is almost April 15th. And so if you have not yet filed your taxes, it's getting close to that deadline. And so what you are going to want to do is get that tax extension. Now, extensions aren't bad. They're actually a good thing. They can open up opportunities for you if a document comes in late that maybe you weren't expecting, even if you've already filed. It kind of gives you an extra window of opportunity. Now, with these extensions, the IRS does not have to accept an electronically filed tax extension request. They do if you file it by paper. We send out those in e-file, but we also want to get those out through the regular mail. And with that reminder, it's not considered sent until it's postmarked. It adds that additional bit of, hey, once April rolls around, that's it. It's time to get that extension regardless of how many documents you have ready to file with that tax return. So we do ask that anyone who comes to us starting in April, we get that extension first, and then we worry about getting those taxes done. Now, that April 15th deadline is the deadline to file, but also pay your taxes. So an extension to file, if you get that extension, is not an extension to pay. Your payment is due April 15th.
Oh, well, that's interesting to know. So if you're not quite sure what you're supposed to be paying, guesstimate? I mean, how do you make sure?
Yeah, there's lots of ways of going about it. If you have all your documents, but maybe you're just missing a few things, you can kind of estimate how much you think you would owe. Your tax professional can help you with that. If you're used to owing, make some kind of payment at minimum, and that could reduce any interest that you might get. What the extension does is it takes away the penalty for not filing.
And if you are going to file an extension, you need to make sure that you get it directly to the post office, right? And even certified.
Absolutely. So that you can have them give you that little stamp right then and there. I would highly encourage people to send this signature request and certified. So they'll stamp a little white and green card that shows that you've got a tracking number, and then there'll be a green card attached to it where the IRS will send that back to you saying that they've received it with somebody's signature. During these busy times, the IRS may misplace or may not notice that you've filed that extension. And so you need proof that you can say, not only did we send this out on time, but we have proof that you received it.
And then, of course, turning to the idea of advisory services, you are here to make sure folks save as much money and keep as much money in the future as possible, right?
Absolutely. I tell my new clients it's too late for me to change the past. There's nothing I can do about what you did last year. But moving forward, we can make some tax plans, some tax strategies to help you reduce your taxes for next year and possibly increase your wealth generating opportunities.
And also, the world is full of change, and the tax code changes potentially from year to year, and you're staying on top of that so you can see how it applies to each person, right?
Absolutely. We've been looking at the Trump accounts and how that plays into the kiddy tax. So we know that when a child is making a lot of unearned income, interest, dividends, if that goes too high, now you're going to be taxed on that as their parent. But if you were to put that money inside of a Trump account, now that's earning interest tax-free. So now you don't have to worry about the kiddy tax if you're trying to help your child maybe have some unearned income, have a strategy to help them pay for school, for a new house in the future. Whatever it is you're trying to put a little bit away for them, you don't have to worry about the kiddy tax if you put that inside of one of these new Trump accounts.
And Paul, we know it's the 11th hour now. If somebody out there is watching this and they're like, I need your help this year, can they still get your help this year?
Absolutely. With an extension, anybody coming in the door after April 1st, we want to get you that extension. And so that way we can help you apply the tax rules to last year as best we can with the facts of last year.
Right. And then, of course, look toward the future for 2026 here.
Yeah, come back for some advisory services. We can help serve you all year round, so that way you have a friend who can help guide you along the path that we can help you set to become more financially stable and create a plan for you to become financially free, financially secure.
And whether you need help with your 2025 taxes or looking ahead to 2026, Tax Lab is here for you. Give them a call at 540-701-1988. Find them on Facebook or head online to lab.tax. You can also visit their brand new location in Manita.